Good morning, everybody. Man, I just want to first start off by saying I appreciate y'all listening to this video real quick as I give y'all this short spiel. So I just left the gym. So excuse my attire at this time. However, this attire that I have on right now is perfect for the video, which I want to talk about a little success, right? Achieving goals, aiming to the highest marker that you can set. So I really want to give you this quote, right? Because I feel like this quote is actually perfect as well for the video, because it's just what's on my mind. And the quote is Jim Rohn. If you don't know who that is, a very well-known motivational speaker. I love the things that he goes over, man, the detail that he gives when giving certain examples or illustration of topics. However, the quote is this: there's two sides to every coin, right? The first side is you can have more than you got because you can't become more than what you are. The other side is unless you change who you are, you will always have what you got. All right. Now, with that said, I want to talk about perfection and trying to have all the things together before you get started on something, or before you attempt to achieve a certain goal, whatever it may be. And I just want to say that if you are filling your headspace up with what ifs and wanting things to be super perfect before you get started, wanting things to be in order, you want things to be all these ways that's actually hindering you from being successful at anything. You're so caught up in wanting things to be spotless that you haven't even took a pencil to a pad to write down the goal that you have in your mind. So, with that said, nothing is perfect, right? And shall you continue to wait for this, you will have never gotten started, which puts your goals further and further away from you. The more you wait on those certain things or those people that you want to help you or be along with your project, you will never get anything done. So I say to you, get started. Put that first foot forward, because it will be the hardest step that you will ever take. It's that first step towards that goal. Once you do that, things will start to fall in place for you. Please believe that, because you are capable and you are more than able to get this done. But as long as you keep thinking, what about this? Man, I'm telling you right now, forget about that. Get started. Really, truly get started. And I don't mean get started tomorrow. You're going to wait until tomorrow to do it. No, do it today. As soon as you get that first hour of your day free, because I know most of you have 9 to 5s, right? Which is cool. As soon as you get a lunch break, write that goal down. That's where you can start. Write it down. So once you write it down, you will then want to do other things to add on to it, which will result in you moving closer to your goal. From the writing point, you'll put forth action. From the putting forth action, you'll open up opportunities, so forth and so on. Because I'm telling you one thing about an opportunity, it is not going to come knocking at your door. Now, I know we got the saying, opportunities at your door, but literally, it's not finna come knocking at your door. No one finna say, hey man, you want this great job? Making $10,000 a day, That ain't gonna happen, man. You have to create your opportunities. And how you create your opportunities is by putting in action towards a goal. Because once you start putting in that action, doors will start opening up. You will start meeting people. But I'm gonna tell you another thing. You can't just meet these people and think that's it. You have to make a solid connection. And I don't mean making a solid connection in the midst of talking to them at that time. I mean the day after. And after that, you have to follow up. Right? I don't care if you meet LeBron James today. You want to play in the NBA, you met LeBron James today. So you think that means that, oh, that's the opportunity. I met the GOAT. Oh, I'm going to be in the NBA. But you have not once stepped a foot on the court to practice and perfect your skill. That's what I mean. Like, since you met this person does not mean that there's an open door for you. There's an opportunity for that door to open, but you have to take action. You have to turn that knob. They're there to let you know, hey, this is possible. But it's not possible at the same time if you don't take what you just been given in that moment. This person is filling you up with information, but you don't use the information. You don't even give them a call. You don't even send them an email. You just say, hey man, I met this person today. So what? What that's supposed to mean? Nothing. It does nothing for you because you met them. You got to take action. So I'm telling you today, put forth that action. Because you got the skills. But you have to perfect those skills. And for some of us, we need coaches. Get you a coach. Allow them to perfect your skills that you naturally have. Now, some of you use the excuse, well, I ain't got no money. You got the money. The money's there. It's just you don't want to sacrifice certain things that you're doing. Certain things that you're already spending money on to get the thing that you truly desire. You got people who buying crazy amount of tennis shoes. You got people who spending money on cars they truly can't afford. Or even if you could afford it, you don't have to add the gets and gadgets and all those crazy things, those things that make it look all sparkly and nice. You don't have to add that. You don't have to go and buy the new game that came out. You don't have to go and buy the new game console that came out. So you're spending money on all those things and neglecting your goals. You don't want to give up going out with your homeboys, but you don't want to put money towards your goal either. I'd rather go and spend $100 on a dinner date versus spending $100 towards my goal. It don't make sense. And I hope all this is coming out clear, because I'm just, getting things off my mind that I really feel like most people really need to hear. But let me not take too long, because I've been talking for a minute already, for a while already. So I appreciate those who's continued to listen. However, the point is, it takes sacrifice to get to where you're trying to go. You can do without going out for a while. You can do without that. Fun will always be there. Your homeboys will always be there. Those who understand what you're trying to achieve in life will always be there. Those who are against you in some type of way, directly or indirectly, you will slowly see them fall by the wayside. And that will show you the group that you need to keep close to you. Because people can say they cool with you all day. People can say, hey, I'm down for whatever you down for. They can say this all day, but when it's time for action, they're nowhere to be found. So therefore, stop waiting. Because you truly in this by yourself, right? You in it by yourself until somebody comes along and say, hey man, I like what you got going on. How can I help you? Can I keep you motivated? Maybe I can put some funds in your pocket. Maybe I can introduce you to somebody. Something just beneficial, right? Those people who are giving to you are the people you keep close to you. Because I got some homeboys, man, they'll give me, plenty of motivation. Help me think of things I haven't thought of yet. That right there keeps me going. But you have to sacrifice things to get to your goal. You have to. And you cannot go without studying your craft. You have to study. When you get off work, you get off that 9 to 5, I don't care how late it is, you take at least an hour studying. I mean, seriously, studying your craft. The success don't care if you're tired. It don't care if you're tired. Yes, get sleep, but what I'm saying is you have to put forth effort, intentional effort. You can't say, well, I was only out for 30 minutes. I was only kicking it for 30 minutes. Or I was only on the game for 30 minutes. And it's 30 minutes of you perfecting your craft. That's 30 minutes of you being closer to your goal in life. I don't care if it was 5 minutes. It is important that you have laser focus on what you are trying to achieve. For those who are at the mindset of, I really, really don't want to stop doing this, I'm telling you right now, it sounds harsh, but quit. And I mean quit trying to even say that you want to do this or do that. Stop even thinking about it. You might think that's something so harsh to say, but you have already said it to yourself by constantly filling your free time up with distractions. You have already said it to yourself that you don't want it like you say you want it. And just to quote somebody else, every time it says, some of you kind of want it. You don't really want it like you say you want it. You just kind of want it. And that goes for those people who like the lights and the glimmer and like how things sound and like how things look. Ooh, I'm going to do this. Ooh, I'm going to do that. But you never do nothing. And I give you another prime example of this. And I make myself an example, and I hope you hear me clear. Which is, everyone knows what I do as a profession, right? Private chef. And I make this example because this falls true for every single person. Just because you work at the lower level of the career field you want to be your profession in life does not mean that you are serious about doing it. So just because I work in a restaurant does not mean that I want to be a chef and own my own business. It does not mean that. Just because you know how to draw does not mean that you want to be an artist for your profession for the rest of your life. It don't mean that. Because at this point, you're just making ends meet. At this point, it's just a hobby. At this point, it is just something that you are naturally good at. What separates that person from the person who actually does this for a living is the immense effort towards the goal. It's the, I'm gonna get this done no matter what. But what you do when you get off work, you going pull up with your boys. You going get on the phone with somebody who's not helping you stay focused on your goal. You go and spend your time with a young lady who's not about you getting to your goal. Now before people start picking things apart when it comes to men and you kicking it with women, have your fun, right? Enjoy your life, right? But as you are kicking it with this young lady might not know what you're trying to do for a living, right? So there's nothing she can say to help you towards your goal because you probably haven't told her, right? And that's cool, but that's on you. This means that you are putting yourself in a hole that you probably can't get yourself out of. Now, I know I said I was going to keep this short, but I kind of went on a rant there. So for those who stuck around this long, man, I really appreciate you.